growth for dairy industry in India for both domestic as well as international market. Next please. So ultimately, what is in India and what is globally and where we have to go ultimately, that is my presentation on today's topic. Next please. And how we can make India as a dairy to the world. Next please. This, I am sure all of you are aware, very well aware, that India is the largest producer, largest consumer, growing at a much better rate than global average also. And there is a lot of potential because still processing is very less as compared to the globe. There is huge chances for processing of dairy product, and consumption is in our blood. We are known for eating milk, and we can go ahead very well. Lot of new companies are also coming up with a focus on cities, and food security and livelihood are definitely issues related for consumers as well as for producers also, because we are smallholder based producers and we have to take care of producers also. Next please. India has proven that consistency in growth is nowhere else in the world as compared to India. Next please. And there are tremendous opportunities with large demands in Indian market also, global also. And there are healthy products are being demanded, be it A2 milk or packaged food, especially after COVID. A lot of people are focusing on packaged food and preferring that it is good, healthy food is available. Next please. But if we look at that how we can make India as a dairy to the world, so I've divided just what was there past 10-25 years, what is now, and where we will be in next 20-25 years. Next please. As you know, we are already 24% or 25% of global milk production, which was only 6% when India started Operation Flood in 1973. Next please. Our milk production is continuously growing. Next please. Since 1950, Indian population has grown almost 4 times, but milk production has grown 13 times, and it has improved. It has helped in improving per capita milk availability. Next please. And which has reached now today to almost 470 gram per day, better than world average also. Next please. Next. Today about 45% milk is coming from buffalo and 55% coming from cow, and buffalo having higher milk solids also. So overall, both can be said equally. Next please. 25 years down before 2000 we had 15% of world milk production. Today we are almost 25%, and next 10 years down the line we think that will become 1/3 of the world milk production. Next please. And if we talk about Amrut Kal, what Prime Minister is talking about, but next 25 years, where we will be in 2047 or 2050, India could be reaching at almost 650 million metric ton, even if we consider 4% CAGR. Next please. And population will also definitely grow. Next please. But looking at today's pattern, milk consumption will increase overall, and still, next please. So milk consumption will grow to about say 800 plus gram per day. Next please. And that would make situation like this. Indian consumption will be almost say more than 500 million metric ton, but production will be more than 600 million metric tons. So India will have surplus of almost 100 million metric ton, which from today only we will have to think that how we can utilize it, either by increasing milk consumption in the country at a better pace than what is happening today also, or export. Next please. So this is that difference. Next please. So, and why India has done so far well? Our history, if we look at, next please. We have been able to harness collective power of smallholder, which nowhere in the world, no other country has been able to do so well. Next please. We have provided livelihood to 100 million families. Next please. And marketing product for masses with a very different kind of marketing technologies, or low cost marketing or low cost packaging based, what we have developed in India is nowhere there in the world. Next please. And overall 360 degree improvement in breed, in quality, in cost efficiency. Next please. And ultimately, what we have been able to pay is much higher price to milk farmers as compared to the world of a consumer share. So we are able to pay almost 70% of what consumer pay to the milk farmers as compared to only 30 or 35% what globally developed nations are able to pay. Next please. But the challenges which we are facing, next, that currently it is said that youth are not interested in dairy, youth don't want to stay back in the rural area or where the production is. Indian animals are definitely, it is well known that our productivity is less, what Namita Madam also mentioned. Mechanization and automation, especially at a field level, at a farm level, is also challenging, and our average herd size is smaller, and there is no use of AI or no use of computer technology at ground level. Next please. Or how to maintain unproductive and low quality animals, that is also another challenge, and other basic infrastructural challenge at rural level. Next please. But this immediately provides a lot of scope. What Madam mentioned, the use of technology can be done, input management can be done better, modern technology can be adopted, balanced feeding. Similarly, scientific management on breeding improvement. In Gujarat, we are doing a lot of improvement on breed, and results I am sure that it will start coming in next 5 to 10 years. Gujarat milk production will definitely grow at much faster pace because of the technology or breeding improvement what we are doing currently. And then, as Parma sir also mentioned about SCC, somatic cell count at a farm level and how it can be improved, and ultimately preventive health management instead of going in a responsive mode. Next please. Bovine population is, we cannot grow it more, so we have to focus it on productivity now. Next please. And feed and green fodder availability is also becoming challenging. What we'll have to decide whether to grow food for human or grow food for cattle. Next please. And then plant-based alternatives are also throwing challenges, though in India it is not a big challenge, but globally if you look at especially US, EU, they are facing huge challenge from plant-based alternatives also. Next please. The population shift, as I mentioned, from rural to urban, what is happening, ultimately the more mouths to feed and less hands to produce is the scenario what is happening today. Next please. At Amul, the approach which we are taking, both on front end, that is towards the consumption, how to increase consumption both by length and depth, and similarly at the back end also. Next please. The advertisement focus is ultimately to increase milk consumption. Next, we are running a campaign, Eat Milk, that campaign which we run 3 years back. Next please. Next. Then on quality, focus to make consumer aware that dairy is what is coming in a package format is safe for consumption. Next please. And involving youth, because today's youth is going away from milk, so our advertising focus has remained to ensure that youth gets connected with us. Next please. Next. There have been certain social media films. Next. And ultimately, last year we came out with a campaign saying that Amul be more milk. So ultimately it is like a increasing milk consumption and how milk can be helped with every meal. Next please. Next. We've been running campaigns at different places. Next. And in order to connect with youth, we are focusing more on both cricket and football. Next please. These are different social media, I'm sure all of you must have seen it, or running even on our Manhattan main Times Square also we have run that e-morning campaign. This is about increasing domestic consumption. Global dairy, I'm sure everybody over here knows that what are the issues, as India we are facing. Next please. These are the countries which are exporting a lot. Next. And these are markets which are importers. And the markets which are in red, they are like for India, they are red market. We either don't have access or there are certain restrictions. So we have to ensure as a as country, as India, maybe EPIDA, EIC and Animal Husbandry Department, all of them will have to take this up as a challenge and ensure that how we can access each of the countries. Next please. Next. These are basic countries and I am sure everybody is aware that which country is facing what problem. Next please. Be it China, Russia, EU, Indonesia, Malaysia, next. Canada, US, Australia, Egypt, South Africa, Mexico, Venezuela, Myanmar, Philippines, Afghanistan. Even now Afghanistan market is available, market is asking, but we are not able to export because neither Karachi is allowing nor banks are allowing through Iran. Next. Pakistan is closed now. Sri Lanka, Thailand, Bangladesh, all of them, even though they are nearby market, because of duty or other problems, we are not able to do so much export to those countries. Next please. And ultimately we have to compete against the subsidy of developed world and be competitive in that. Schemes like transport assistance schemes are not available for dairy products, and the developmental measures for animal husbandry which are required to take that's why there are countries like Russia or EU are not allowing us based on animal husbandry measures. And ultimately we also will have to ensure that we are protected against cheap import also. And that's why we have to be careful when, especially when this lots of FTAs are happening in India. Next please. Ultimately, we can have a focused product approach, promote ghee as a global product. Like say yoga we have done as a global this thing, Ayurveda is a global thing. Similarly, certain products we can take, we can implement transport assistance system. Dairy products should not be included into FTA and protect farmers. Next please. But looking at today's theme, how to grow sustainably, the sustainability with sustainable future and green future. Next please. And we have to take the we have to meet these consistent challenges by ensuring food supply to the world, to the India. Next please. And specifically we have to face these environmental challenges, greenhouse gas emissions, sustainable land usage, and hence ultimately we will have to rethink of business model per se. Next. So what I was wondering that there are 3 F which are most important: food, fuel and fiber, or basically roti, kapda or makan, what we say, because fuel is essential now. Next please. And I have found out that there are 5 shifts happening, and through 11 concepts these 5 shifts can be taken care of, which can ensure that future is green and our next generation would be able to enjoy it. Next please. So these are the 5 concepts. First is on land, that how we can utilize our land better. Second is fueling the bio-revolution. Then eating sustainably, removing waste, and ensuring environmental social governance with transparency and accountability also, because so far as India we have never think of this line, which since we are talking about 25 years future down the line, we have to think of all those things, and there are 11 points. Next please. Under each of these heads, different 2-3 points under each head we can consider. Next please. In case of land preservation, our land is definitely limited, fragmented and very small holding, which is not allowing us to utilize it better. So we have to think in different ways, or growing vertically, or how we can do or ensure soil preservation. Organic could be one thing which now government is also thinking in a very big way. Next please. And then regenerative agronomy services, how to ensure that the land does not get degraded and the same land, but we keep on using it and ultimately regenerate out of the same land only. Next please. And then the smallholder support service, we will have to think differently. Like say Israel is coming out with kibbutz, they have come out with the concept of kibbutz, where it's a social kind of thing, social kind of model where people come together and do the activity. How we can do that activity, or cooperation amongst cooperative members, like what we say. Next please. Then about fueling the bio-revolution, dairy has a very great potential to take this forward. In Gujarat, we have started doing a lot of activity, utilizing manure for both of them. Eating sustainability, people are talking about plant-based alternative. As dairy, we have to be cautious with them. But if somebody is into plant-based alternative, what we are doing today is probably not right, because majority of the plant-based products are a lot of less with lot of chemicals also, and the price-wise also it is not good, and similarly taste-wise also they are not able to touch where the dairy is. Next please. Waste elimination, crop storage is the big problem in India. We are seeing that lot of things get wasted even before reaching market, and there are things which are after reaching market also they are getting wasted. Government of India is once again coming out with a cooperative based system, particularly providing silos in villages for storages, and I am sure that it will be helpful for that. Next, by utilizing that as a fuel fertilizer, we can get carbon credit, and how you can utilize it. Next please. And farm level insights, the digital technology which we talked about, how we can take it to the lowest level and give advantage to the farmers. Next please. And so as question arises, as agribusiness, what dairy should do, and as Amul what we are doing, I'll just briefly go through it. Next please. These are the basic tips for every marketer to understand the target market, ensure that product quality is paramount, strong branding, packaging, strong distribution network, effective pricing, marketing, continuous innovation and new product development, supply chain management, sustainable and responsible management, working on consumer feedback and adaptation in the product or in the packaging. Based on that, continuous competitive analysis, talent and team development for that, regulatory compliance, big data and analytical skills, and risk management also. Next please. And ultimately one need to build a robust core. In majority of us are dairy, we have to build our robust core in dairy and grow beyond the core also, and pursue new type of collaboration models and consider broader partnerships, take advantage of current market and acquire the new talent. And as a whole, next please. So we are creating new vision for dairy. Next. Trying to be the dairy to the world instead of becoming only largest producer. In order to build a robust core, we are now thinking more on a protein product, harnessing protein, keep on launching new protein products. Expansions are also going on protein products. Next please. And then beyond the core, we have gone into potato, we have gone into honey, camel milk, oil also we have started in Gujarat through Janmai brand. Similarly, on cooperative model, we are going with a broader partnership with Kenya, Sri Lanka, where the government is adopting this same similar kind of model because they are also smallholder economy. Next please. Then in a newer collaboration, we are going into a field which we had never thought of going. Maybe 5 years back the line, we had never thought that we will go into organic field so much. We have started going into organic with focus on giving better health to consumers and on utilization of cow dung in the best possible way. Our Banas Dairy has established bio-CNG plants. We have already started 3 fuel stations with bio-CNG, which is produced out of cow dung. Farmer is getting 4 to 5 rupees per kilo for cow dung. Cow produces milk maybe 250 days or 270 days, but dung she will produce 365 days, whether male or female. So that is an advantage of extra income generated for them. And the slurry which comes out of that can be utilized as fertilizer in their own farm, which will give a better product to the consumer also. So this is all I wanted to share. Thank you.